Welcome to TAG, Target Advanced Game. This is Business Over Coffee. We host this workshop once a month, and today I'm so excited to introduce Anna Harris, who is with us today, and she will be joining us. Anna Harris is the owner of Ash Wellness, and you can find her online at ashwellness.org. A personal trainer, corporate wellness trainer, along with today teaching us on social media how to go to meetings. Now, there's a lot of different platforms for that. So today we're using Adobe Connect. There is a free trial. She's going to be telling you all about that and how to do that for yourself and for your business. So there's a lot in store for you today. Very excited about it. Anna Harris is also a founding member of our group, Business Over Coffee. You can find us online at businessovercoffee.net and businessovercoffee.info. .info is our social site. It will tell you about all of our events. .net is comprehensive about all of our benefits. We have a lot of benefits for you. So welcome today. This is Thursday, October 6th. Yes, I believe I got that right. And 2011. So we're very excited to be here with you today. We are here in a room at Ridgeway Business Center in Memphis, Tennessee, but we're coming to you on the World Wide Web so that we can share both locally, also on the internet, virtual. So this happens with Anna as well. She can do any type of personal training with you via World Wide Web. So she can reach you anywhere that you are. In addition, we also have Maury Welburn with us today, who is a founding member with Send-Out Cards and also a beneficial massage. So we're going to be introducing her in just a moment. After Anna is finished with her introduction, then we'll introduce some of the people in the room, and then we'll go into the presentation today. Anna, it's yours.
Hi, my name is Anna Harris. As Sherry said, I am a personal trainer and a corporate wellness consultant. Today I'm going to be showing you a little bit about how to do the online networking, online podcasting with Adobe Connect. And you can I use this with my business for personal training. You can use it with all different kinds of meetings, all different aspects of your business. I'm also going to be doing just a short wellness presentation because that's what I do, and it's always good to start the day out with a little bit of health and wellness information. And then we're going to go into the features and the different things that you can do with Adobe Connect. Now, Maury Welburn.
Hello, my name is Maury Welborn. I'm with Send-Out Cards, and this is a tool that any business can use for their business to keep up with clients, send out Christmas cards, birthday cards, just to stay connected. It's a wonderful personalized tool that you can create, you have control over. So if you want to stay connected, you can go to my website. It's www.maury.com. I'm also a massage therapist, medical massage practitioner, and I work with people with neck problems, back issues, all different kinds of orthopedic issues. And that website is www.maury.welborn.massagetherapy.com. Thank you.
Okay, so we ready to get started?
We're ready.
Okay. I'm going to minimize this. All right. Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
Okay.
We're ready to hear about your business. And so excited.
Are you guys on the link?
Not yet. We're linking in now.
Okay, so Ash Wellness, of course, is nutrition and personal training. I'm going to talk a little bit about what nutrition and exercise can do for you in general. Wellness is the definition of the quality or state of being in good health, especially as an actively sought goal. And of course, wellness can be anything from stress management to personal training, exercise, to nutrition. Two of the major components we're going to discuss today are nutrition and exercise. Nutrition is having a balanced and nutritious diet, and it can help you improve weight loss, productivity, alertness, energy level, sleep. It can also reduce headaches, symptoms from chronic conditions, indigestion, and heartburn. You're going to have to mute your microphone. Okay.
I can't hear y'all.
Question?
Okay, can you hear us now? I have to enable this video. Yeah, it would kick me off the microphone. Yeah.
So are you online now?
Yeah, I have the microphone back up. I'm gonna actually stop on here.
She's going to show us how to set this up while businesses as well.
Okay, so these are just some facts 2/3 of your weight is water. The average adult contains about 76 pints of water. The non-athlete requirement for protein is about 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. So, in translation, a 150-pound non-athlete would require about 55.2 grams of protein per day. Now, protein needs to be consumed throughout the day because your body uses it in spurts, and it can't just be consumed at once because you'll just end up losing. I mean, it can only use about 20, 25 grams at a time, so it has to be consumed throughout the period of the day. Carbohydrates should account for 55% of your total caloric intake, and fat should account for only 10 to 30% of your total calories.
Okay, so protein. Did you cover that?
Yes.
How much protein should we take in?
An average, like I said, an average person, say you weigh 150 pounds, needs about 55.2 grams of protein per day. You need 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. You can calculate it based on your weight percentage or your ideal weight percentage. How much water do you need daily? You need about a quart of water for each 1,000 calories you use. That means a typical adult male who uses 2,500 calories a day needs about 2.5 quarts of water every day.
Which Dapo has, can you tell us about your water? The water that you have is bioactive.
Oh, we don't have water.
Dietary supplements, how does that work?
Dietary supplements are good. I think it's necessary, especially with the nutrition that we have in our diet these days. You definitely want a high quality one because there's a lot of crap out there. You can go even Whole Foods. I mean, they've got some stuff, but you look through that and there's a lot of stuff you don't need.
Okay, so how can you get high quality? Go ahead and tell Anna so we get it on the recording.
Well, pretty much for hours we have our research. Hours of space.
And where can people find out?
Okay, and of course our food also contains a lot of water, so we don't always have to get water just by drinking it fluid. Watermelon contains 92% water, and orange contains 80% water, lettuce contains 95% water, and meat contains 70% water. So of course the more fruits and vegetables you eat, the more water you're naturally going to have in your diet. A pound of fat stores about 3,500 calories. So to lose a pound of fat, you have to use 3,500 more calories than you take in. That means a 150-pound person has to jog at 9 minutes per mile pace for over 4 hours to lose just 1 pound.
Okay, how long did it take you to figure all this out?
The thing is, this is based strictly on, okay, these are the calories that they're expending during this period of time. Of course, we know that our metabolism burns calories throughout the day, so in reality, you're not going to have to jog for 4 hours to lose a pound of weight if you're eating right, if you're reducing your calorie intake, and if you're, and they've found that actually intervals are the best thing to boost your metabolism. If you do intervals first thing, especially first thing in the morning, boost your metabolism, and you're actually going to end up burning way more calories throughout the day than
Can you
if you did.
explain intervals?
Yes, intervals are when you do short spurts of high intensity and then a rest period. And the key is that you want to mix it up every single day. You don't want to do the same thing every single time. You have to keep your body guessing. So say you're on the treadmill, you can do, like we're talking short spurts, like 30 seconds, all out as fast as you can. You're going to rest for 15 seconds. You're going to go for 30 seconds. And you do like 6 to 8 reps of those. It literally only takes you about 10 minutes to do, but it does more good for you throughout the day than what 30 minutes of jogging would have done for you. Yeah, and you get it done in a short amount of time. So it's really the best way to do things. Okay, pH balance. Your body's pH balance should be between 6.5 and 7.5. The ideal pH balance is 7.2. You want to keep it likely alkaline at 7.2 because acidic bodies are susceptible to disease. Literally, diseases cannot thrive in alkaline environments. So the more alkaline your body is, which the alkaline foods are going to be especially your dark green vegetables, your fruits, almonds, peanuts are actually acidic. You stick with the natural stuff, you're going to have an alkaline diet, but all meats are acidic. All dairy is acidic.
Acidic. Okay. Layman's terms.
Meaning when it enters your body, it causes an acidic toxic buildup in your body.
Oh.
And when you have that toxic buildup, the bacteria, the viruses, they start to thrive in your body, and
which is where the what's it called? The probiotics help. Correct?
That's for stomach. This isn't for your body.
Okay.
Probiotics are for when your stomach pH level, because your stomach is acidic. But we're talking about the pH level of your tissues and your fluids.
Okay.
So yeah, those probiotics aren't going to help that. The only way that you can help your body is by eating right, as far as that goes. Even exercise, it's what you ingest is what affects your inner pH level. And so yeah, the more meat, the more dairy that you eat, the more acidic your body's going to be, and the more you're going to be prone to disease and sickness.
What do you think about juicing?
I think it's really great. I actually encourage have you ever heard of green smoothies?
Mm-hmm.
I encourage my clients to do that because you still keep the fiber in there, so they're not famished all day. So you're getting, plus, I mean, with the green smoothies, you're doing the dark green vegetables, so it's actually even lower in calories, because fruit can actually be pretty high in calories, just because, I mean, it's natural sugar, it's good, but it can still be high in calories. So if somebody's going on an all juice diet, it's hard because you're still hungry all the time, and it's hard for people to sustain, or even, I mean, it's okay if you want to do it, you know, like a juice a day or whatever, but I'd rather people do the green smoothies. I was just telling somebody the other day that I think juicing has its place as far as people who are really, really sick or trying to get over something like cancer or something like that, because what juicing does is give you those nutrients without your body having to go through the digestion process. And the digestion process always takes energy out of your body, and when you don't have to go through that, your body's energy can go towards repairing anything that's wrong in your body. So in that respect, I think juicing definitely is beneficial, but for the everyday person that's just trying to stay healthy, I think green smoothies are the way to go. Keeps them fuller, if they can actually replace the meal with it. So, yeah. Some basic guidelines. You, of course, want to do moderation. Within each group, there are choices that are healthier and those that are less healthy. You always want to try to choose the healthier foods more often and less healthy foods less often. I tell people to maintain a lifestyle to strive for 80% healthy, 20% unhealthy. So that gives you about 3 meals a week that you can have a bad meal in, which makes it, you know, attainable. It's not like you're having to stay healthy 100% of the time. I mean, everybody's got these cravings. Everybody wants a little splurge once in a while, so this allows them to maintain that healthy lifestyle and still not feel like they're going crazy.
My son, he's 10. He's been running like 1 mile to 2 miles a day starting this week. I don't know how long this is going to last, but I'm real proud of him. Anyway, he comes home and there's Coke, and so he says, you know, he hasn't had Coke for 3 days. If I drink just a little bit of Coke, is it going to make me gain weight? And so, is it true that you can give yourself a little bit of a treat occasionally, and it's not going to be detrimental as long as you do it in moderation? That's what I've been telling him.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. This is moderation. Of course, proportion is something else that we have to watch. The serving sizes, eat a larger portion of vegetables and fruits than any other group. I tell everybody to start with your salad, start with your vegetables, and then go to your main dish. So that way you're filling up on the vegetables and stuff rather than the pastas or meats or whatever. Also, another trick with that is to use a smaller plate, because you can trick your mind and you actually look like you're eating more than what you actually are if you use a smaller plate. Variety, you want to choose from all the food groups because everything has different nutritional value. So we want to get a variety of everything. Plan ahead is key. Always have a healthy snack with you so you don't get so hungry and end up binging later. Apples, carrots, celery, nuts, granola bars, and just little snack foods to keep you going. Because where we really fall off is when we go 5-6 hours between eating and we're just starving and we end up eating everything in front of us. And you want to just take small steps to improve your diet and lifestyle. Anybody that tries to it's like smoking. You try to go stop cold turkey. There's a few people that can do it, but the majority of them can't. It has to be a gradual thing, and you have to focus on making it a lifestyle, not just a diet. Tips and tricks: don't eat in front of the TV. We tend to consume probably double the calories than we normally do when we eat in front of the TV or we eat while we're talking on the phone because we don't pay attention to how much we're actually consuming. And our brain doesn't even really register that we've been eating because we haven't been focusing on our meal. Always plan in a splurge meal so that ideally you want to plan for it. You don't just want to just let it happen because when you plan for it, you're more in control and you're not going to fall off later. Eat out less and cook at home more. Order salad dressings on the side. Salad dressings are loaded with oils and fats, so the more you put it on the side, the more you can control how much fat you're getting into your meal.
So what's salad dressing you encourage?
I'm
trying to stay with the ranch. I love that ranch. I just think it's
pretty high fat.
yeah. So what do you suggest?
Probably like a vinaigrette. Anything that's a vinaigrette usually is lower, yeah. Some vinaigrettes can be kind of high because it depends on the ratio of oil and vinegar that they put in it. But vinaigrettes tend to be the healthiest choice, yeah. Because the other stuff is got like cream and all kinds of stuff in it. Avoid white flour, white pasta, white rice. White rice has absolutely no nutritional value. All it is filler food, literally no nutritional value. So if you're going to eat rice, eat brown rice because at least it's got those whole grains in there. Same with white flour, white pasta. It's just extra calories. It's not giving you any nutrition whatsoever. Don't eat within 3 hours of your bedtime. If you eat within 3 hours of your bedtime, you're going to have a hard time falling asleep, and you're not going to sleep as well during the night because your body's going through the digestion process, and it just doesn't allow you to rest.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So what time would you suggest, okay, we go to bed usually around 11, so,
Yeah, I would try to eat probably around 7 to 7 and 8.
okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Welcome. Hello, Beverly. Beverly has now entered the room.
Minimize your liquid calories. Of course, that's just added calories to alcohol, juice, all that is just extra calories that we would probably be better off replacing with water. Eat breakfast every day. Breakfast jumpstarts your metabolism, so you do want to eat breakfast every day. When you prolong it, you eat later in the day, you end up only eating 2 meals, your metabolism slows way down. Like there's a couple of people I've come across who are like, yeah, I only eat like once a day sometimes. Do you know that actually sumo wrestlers eat once a day? Because they have to build that weight up. And by eating once a day, your metabolism is at rock bottom and you're consuming a ton of calories at one time, so your body just turns those all to fat because your metabolism is so slow. So eating once a day is not the key. And that's the other thing. You know, some of my girls, they diet so hard that they're like hardly eating anything. I'm like, you still have to eat because your body's going to go to starvation mode and your metabolism's going to shut down. So you're not going to end up losing anyway.
I know what you do, but for the people watching at home and also people in this room, can you tell us, obviously we can tell what you do, but on a breakdown of day to day, you have clients that you work with both online and your studio. Tell us a little about that.
Yeah, I actually, I have a little demonstration video that shows you exactly the online
Let's
thing.
get to that then.
May I ask you one quick question? Going back to alkaline versus acidic foods, I've been reading a lot about that lately. How do you actually check your body to be alkaline?
They have these little saliva strip tests. You can get them, actually probably Whole Foods has
Whole
them.
Foods? Okay.
Yeah, you taste, you put it on your tongue, you let it sit for a second, and it'll turn the color, and you just look at the chart, and you can kind of see where you are on the alkaline and acidic
What
level.
level?
You want to be between 7 and 7.5. 7.2 is ideal. So if you're at 7, you're good.
Okay.
But try not to dip below 7, because of course anything below 7 is acidic.
Have you ever seen those alkaline drops that you can put in your coffees or drinks or whatever? They're at Whole Foods.
I'll have to check into that. I haven't. That's interesting though.
Drops that
Yeah.
you can put them in your drinks throughout the day.
Make it less
Supposedly
acidic.
they
Yeah,
help
because coffee is very acidic. Huh, interesting. I'll have to look into that. I haven't ever heard of that.
It's at Whole Foods too.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. I'm almost done with this. So, exercise, of course, can help you improve your self-esteem, makes you, weight management, makes you just feel better, it gives you more energy, your memory. I did a whole presentation for another group on how exercise and diet affects your brain. There's studies out there that show actually the more alcohol you consume, the more your body or your brain actually starts to shrink. And the higher your weight goes up, the smaller your brain gets. So the more, and literally the size shrinks. The actual size of the brain and function of the brain diminishes as your weight goes up.
And there was studies on this.
Yes. You can look it up. Dr. Ammon. It's called ammonsclinic.com. Amazing. He's a neurosurgeon, and they've done tons of studies on brain and health, and it's just incredible. And you can actually reverse the damage that you've done to your brain by changing your lifestyle and by eating, right, not drinking the alcohol, exercising. They were showing scans of brains that actually it looks like you literally have holes all over through your brains of people who have just had a horrible, unhealthy lifestyle. And it affects your memory, it affects everything. So nutrition and exercise is vital, not just for your body, but for your brain as well, and your memory.
And this does not include wine. Wine's good for you, right?
In moderation. Again, it's still
In moderation.
and that's one thing that he
The
touched
Europeans
on.
live a long time.
Yeah, that's one thing he touched on. He's like the industry out there is saying that wine is good for you, and he's like really any kind of drinking does damage your brain. But he's like, I mean, if you limit it to like 1 or 2 drinks a week, it's not gonna really affect you that much. But if you drink every single day, that's when it starts to affect you. Yeah.
Can you repeat that again?
Ammonclinic.com. Ammon, A-M-E-N, clinic.com, and it's Dr. Ammon. Of course, your muscle and bone strength, it greatly reduces your risk of osteoporosis by exercising. Your energy level goes up, and your overall life expectancy goes up. Of course, your energy level is up. It reduces your tiredness, arthritis symptoms. People who have arthritis greatly benefit from exercise. Symptoms associated with aging, stiff joints, inflexibility, all of that is increased with exercise.
Question on the arthritis. Richard's been having difficulties with his hands. It's my husband. What type of exercise would you suggest for his hands?
Well, as far as just exercising I'm gonna say with the hands, it's gonna come more down to him getting some of those grains in his diet, because that really reduces inflammation.
He's gluten intolerant. He has
Okay.
celiac.
Yeah. Okay. So really doing that. There's does he take like glucosamine 100 or anything like that? I would take some of those because that helps kind of lubricate the joints.
Maybe you can write that down for me.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But overall, exercising, because it increases blood flow and it promotes healing all over. So just regular exercising. It's not there's nothing you can zero in on really with the hands that are really gonna help, but just overall exercising will help that.
Okay.
What about the squeeze ball?
Yeah, it's just with arthritis, it may actually exacerbate the situation. Yeah. So. Yeah. Of course, depression and anxiety is reduced, and heart disease. Your recommended goal for exercise, they recommend that you exercise 5 days a week or more, at least at a moderate level. And a moderate level does not mean that you're dying on the floor because you can't breathe. It means that you're breaking a sweat, basically. And for a total period of 30 minutes or more. This doesn't mean that you have to do 30 minutes at once. Like I was saying with the intervals, It's total period. Like you can go walking for lunch at 10 minutes for 10 minutes. You can go do something in the evening for 10 minutes. It's a cumulative of 30 minutes. So it's not that you don't think for people who are short on time that they can't get exercise in. It's still possible. Ways that you can be consistent. Find a walking group or group class that you enjoy on a weekly basis. I encourage people who don't like to exercise to find a sport or find something that they enjoy. Golf, I mean, even anything is beneficial to you. Tennis, basketball. Find an active activity that they can enjoy doing and be consistent with. Or, of course, hire a personal trainer. Okay, so this is where I'm going to show you guys a little bit. I'm going to show you just a clip from a feature that they did on me on Channel 5 that shows you. It goes a little bit into corporate wellness, but it's like 5 minutes, so really short here. Alright, so I noticed some people were saying the audio is bad. Is it been a little bit jumpy as far as the picture goes on outside?
No, it's been great. In fact, I think the audio is only because it's people over here that are talking. I haven't seen that they're talking about you.
Okay.
I think they can hear you.
Okay, so that's basically my concept as far as personal training goes. I'm going to show you guys here a little bit about what you can do with this Adobe Connect. Initially, this right here is the home meeting room. When you first sign up for an Adobe Connect account, you're going to be able to create meetings, You can have a virtual classroom. You can set up courses for people. There's Once you have created the meetings, you can go over here to meetings, and of course I had already set up tags, so I have that there. Training, you can do training
Which
conferences.
platform are you using right now?
What do you mean?
Which section are you in?
I'm in, okay, so I've gone to this meeting thing here, and I've just clicked on tag.
I'm sorry. Today, in our session, what were you using? Were you using training or meetings?
Oh, I was using meetings, yes.
Meetings.
Because as you can see, I'd already set this up. You can set the meeting up far in advance, and you can set the time that you want it to occur. Then it'll give you this, and then you just enter meeting room, which I have already done, so I'm going to pull that up. So I'm in the meeting room here, and as far as, let's see, here we can go to pause, and we can manage, like, I can manage attendees, I can take that out, or I can put it back in. You can just check, you can manipulate all these different pods that they have here. They have share, they have notes. If I want to put up a discussion, if somebody wants to type something there, we can do notes outside of just the chat box. And then we, of course, if we want to hide this, we can go, click on it. Files, if you have a file that you want to upload for other people to download, you can upload it on here, put it, and then other people can go on there and download it and be able to use it themselves. Of course, I had already added the chat. We have a question and answer. You can do a poll. Actually, you can set it up, set up the question and answers, set up multiple choice, multiple answers, which is really great. If anybody is in the teaching field, you can do tests that way. Okay, and then, so we have the meeting information here. We have manage access and entry. If you want to block a guest, you can do that, block incoming attendees. When you initially set up the meeting, you have the option to let everybody who has the link enter, or to have a pop-up ask you for, have a request. Every time that somebody wants to come in, they request that you approve them. So you can set it up that way too. So they can't come in unless you've already approved their entry. So it kind of gives you a little more of a restriction there.
Now, cost factor for a business is, it's a free trial for 2 weeks, and then it's less than $20, I believe, for one of their programs, and then it goes up from there, depending on what you want.
Right, right.
So where would someone go if they were to Google this to be able to set this up?
It's really simple. You can just go to adobeconnect.com. I can even add a extra tab here. So you go to adobeconnect.com. They have it here right now. It says try. So for enterprises, web meetings, e-learning, so you just click on the try, you're going to enter your information, and they send you an email with the link. So you want to create an Adobe Connect. Very simple to sign up. So, let's see my...
Now, on this that you have in this meeting, if someone were to come back after on the recording, right, when we work out getting that and figuring out how to do that, and putting it on our website, your website, wherever we decide to put it.
Yeah.
Did you give your information for them to be able to contact you, or is that already on the presentation itself? In case they want personal training from you or that type of thing.
Yeah, I guess I don't have it on there. I can put it.
And make sure you do that. And also, let's talk about that for a moment. I know you touched on it in your interview on television, but if you would just tell us one-on-one training, either online or in your studio, what your prices are for per person. And I know we're getting into corporate wellness, and let's announce that. And while you're talking about that, I want to look up the date on our corporate wellness.
Okay. Yeah, with the online personal training, it's a little bit cheaper. I do have a studio downtown that I work at as well. But with the online, it starts as low as $10 per session. Actually, if we want to do group sessions, which was a group session, I've got about 2 or 3 people on the same screen working out together. So you can meet people from around the nation and work out with them, which is really cool. or like a one-on-one is depending on the time frame that you want to sign up for is between $15 and $20 per session. So, I don't. Very rarely do I do an hour because I do pretty intense sessions, and 30 minutes is really all you need. If occasionally I'll do an hour if somebody for one thing, like if somebody's really out of shape and I got to take it a little bit slower with them, I will do an hour. I haven't. I mean, it'll probably be. I really haven't practiced because I do normally 30-minute sessions, and it's really
So if
enough
we
for
wanted
everybody.
to do a 30-minute session up here once a week, and our members, we did a corporate plan, and how much would it cost each person to come if we wanted to do it in here, whatever? What would that cost?
It'll be about $10 a session.
$10 a session per person.
Per person. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be under our corporate wellness plan with Business Over Coffee. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. And yeah, that's with the group training, it's still individual. Like, because I cater it depending on what equipment you already have. So if you have resistance bands or dumbbells, so everybody's gonna have a little different program because, well, regardless, they have a different program because of their body type, but also because of the different equipment that they have available. So with those group sessions, I'm talking about like, I'm saying, okay, Sherry, you're doing this, Dabo, you're doing this. So it's not just a group session. You're each doing your separate things, and we're just working out at the same time.
Very neat.
But with the group session, that would be a little different pricing range. I haven't done a whole lot of that, but it's definitely something that there is one company that I guess I've done a couple with them. But yeah, with that, you would set the camera up higher, and you would have the whole group in the room, and I would just be basically like an aerobics instructor. That sort of a group session. So that would be a little bit
Now,
different.
if people came, let's say there was a group session, a corporate group session at your studio, what would the cost be?
Oh, at my studio?
If the people came to you.
I charge I have like an abs class that I do down there right now. It's $10 per person.
10 per person.
Yeah.
Okay. And the corporate wellness seminar, I'd like for you to talk about that, and also maybe Dapo, you can go over and talk a little bit about it as well. It is going to be happening on November 3rd from 4 o'clock until 7 o'clock, I think we said.
Yeah.
There's going to be a break in between, but we're going to be incorporating about 5 or 6, which is what we have, health benefit platform people that are a part of the membership here at Business Over Coffee. It's going to be live on the web, but it's also going to be in-house. So we're encouraging businesses to come out, bring their entire group, their entire team to this event. We're going to be advertising this. So, Dapo, would you go over there and you guys talk a minute about what's going to be happening at the corporate wellness seminar? And Anna, you can start with what you're going to be covering.
Well, I'm just going to cover basic employee wellness programs, basically how a wellness program can benefit you overall, like your overall return on investment, the benefits that a company can get from it, and different components that wellness programs consist of in general. And then I'm going to have the other people kind of talking more specifically what they can bring to the program.
Okay.
And pretty much for us, in my case, in conjunction with what she's doing, we can give you the natural supplements that you need that way, helping hand other hormones, give you energy. So it's not like a, she's doing exercise to give you that.
Yes, and as a member, there's no cost for this. Okay. As a corporation, we are working on the price lines right now. As an individual, it will be $20 for the entire seminar. So that's where we are right now on that, and we'll be coming to you with more information. Okay, if you would just go ahead and wrap up, Anna, with whatever you'd like to wrap up with, and give Business Over Coffee information as far as how to contact us, or I can.
Yeah, if you want to.
Sure.
You want me to put that top box?
Yes, just businessovercoffee.net is our comprehensive benefit official website, and businessovercoffee.info is our social site where you can join our group. It's only $10 a month, and if you'd like to speak with us personally in our office, it's 901-820-4469, Also, we will have a corporate wellness page added to our businessovercoffee.net site in conjunction with Ash Wellness, Anna Harris. So this is a benefit that we will now be offering our members, and Anna and I will be talking about the price breaks that members will get as a member. So we're not quite there. That's why the page isn't up yet, but it is coming very soon. Hopefully this week it will be on our site.
Okay, and I just put all my contact information there in the chat box. You can, of course, go to my website at ashwellness.com. And if anybody is interested in personal training, either online or in studio, I always give a free consultation, sit down with you, discuss your nutrition, discuss what your goals are, and then we go from there. So if anybody needs to contact me, you can see my contact information on the chat box.
One other thing, Anna. I'd like to mention Dapla Odesanya already gave us his information. Welcome. Maury gave us her information, who is also here in this meeting, Maury Welburn, with a beneficial massage. Great. Send out cards, fabulous. We've got her information at the beginning of the meeting today. And then Beverly came in, and Beverly has a business called Glory Shine, which is homemade, and I like homemade because I shop for vintage all the time. Homemade jewelry, which is actually, I think, a better word that you use is customized jewelry. So would you just give us your contact information, Beverly?
Yes, I wasn't ready for this, but I'm Beverly Borwick, Glory Shine Adornment. I just started doing custom design fashion accessories. Take something from your jewelry box that you might have something of your grandmother's, and you'd like it turned into something necklace or whatever type of piece, and convert it into a house from there.
What is your contact information?
Glory Shine Adorn at yahoo.com. Phone number 901-601-0061.
Thank you, Beverly. Also, we have Peter on in the meeting, which is You Are So Mobile. That is U, the letter, R, the letter, the word S-O, and then mobile.com. He is excellent with a lot of different things that will be helpful to your business when it comes to technology, search engine optimization, text messaging for your corporation, and so forth. I believe we also have Darren Sanford, who is in the meeting. Hello, Darren. Welcome. We have not met you face-to-face, but it's good to have you in a meeting with us today. And Darren actually is with Cincy, I believe. And he can type it. What is he with, Maury?
He's with a candle company.
Okay, with a candle company. So, Darren, go ahead and type in the chat box what your company is, what your contact information is, and you as well, Peter, and anyone else that's in the meeting with us today. And welcome, and thank you for coming to the meeting. And by the way, Sherry Henley, I'm the founder of Business Over Coffee. I'm the one that's been talking behind the scenes.